Well, it's Thursday night again, and we welcome you to Charlie Platt, the Dirt Road Sports Show. It is Thursday night. It is March the 14th, 2024, and you're watching Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show live and in color. Do not adjust your television set. Do not turn the TV channel. Do not move your computer to another site. Leave it right here for the next hour to hour and a half as we present to you the truth and nothing but the truth that you can only hear right here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. You'll find out things here that you could never find out on any of the major news networks nor any other website. But if you don't mind, if you would do us a favor, if you're watching on Facebook, reach over and hit the like button and hit the share button so that you share our broadcast on your page and everybody can see that you're not only a fan of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, but we get our message out to an even wider audience. And again, we appreciate each and every one of you being here tonight, no matter where you're watching from, no matter if you're watching from your home, from your automobile, from your motorcycle, from your airplane, from your boat, or if you're watching from the International North Florida Airport, we welcome you tonight to our broadcast, Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. We are coming to you live tonight, live all across the great United States of America and in foreign countries where it is legal and illegal for us to broadcast. Coming to you live right here at our studio in Enterprise, Georgia, our studio in Thompsontown, Georgia, our studio at 100% Flamingo Boulevard, Georgia, and our studio at turn number 3 at the old Rocket Speedway between Headland and Dothan, Alabama. We welcome you tonight to our broadcast, coming live, all 57 states, 5 foreign countries, 4 sunken islands, and in the great state of Baker County, Georgia, and we welcome all of you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the truth and nothing but the truth. We do need to give you this disclaimer. If you do not subscribe to common sense thinking and or conservative ideological values, this show is probably not for you. You might want to go ahead, turn the channel, get on there and play Super Mario Brothers if you're on the computer, or Donkey Kong or something of that nature. Turn it over to the Kardashians or turn it over to some reruns of Jerry Springer, because we are not for you. What's live tonight? Got a brand new one. 171.96743 and 1/8 inches. It's a big one, boys. It's a big one. We're live tonight at Vesters. Virtual reality brides, wives, and girlfriends.
Say it again.
Vesters, virtual reality brides, wives, and girlfriends.
Okay.
Vesters, Vienna sausage eating contest held monthly. Vesters, vinegar-based enemas and douches.
Hallelujah. We just lost about half our audience then, I think.
Vesters, Valentine cards for singles, married, and transgendered. And Vesters, Vitalis, Viagra, Vaseline, and vegetable oil laxative emporium in Veda, Georgia.
Right. Yeah, that's close by.
Did you? Well, we know you've been on a trip this week. Did you line that up and personally go to Vesters and take care of that, Marvin?
I ran over there. I ran over the weekend, like Saturday afternoon. I ran over there and made sure we got the contract signed. And Vester, man, I'm gonna tell you what, that virtual reality, man, they was in there. They was in there on the computer, left and right, getting them brides, wives, and girlfriends.
What was that, the internet cafe?
Yes, the internet cafe. Yeah. And I didn't make it. They had just finished the Vienna sausage eating contest for the month of March.
You'd have walked away with it if you'd been there.
Oh, man, the guy that won it, I think he ate 142 cans of Vienna sausages and 4 cubes of saltines at the setting.
It wasn't Pete Buttigieg, was it?
Could have been.
Pete was in there for the last thing that I said he offered.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
Oh man. Anyway, we give a big shout out to Mr. Vester. We appreciate him being a part of our Charlie Platt, the Dirt Road Sports Show. We welcome all of you tonight, and we appreciate you being here with us. We welcome you from all over. Man, we got them here from Dawsonville. We got them here from the Blue Ridge Mountains. We got them from Baker County. We got them from Cartersville, Georgia. We got them everywhere tonight watching Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show here on Thursday night, March the 14th, 2024. And there's one even chimed in from the lower part of Spooner Road in Donaldsonville, Georgia. And ladies and gentlemen, Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, our attorney is on the air with us. He has joined in. We try to get him to watch so that way if we do something that we feel like that he might have to defend, he can have firsthand knowledge.
That's right.
He's probably got a lot to defend if we really needed him. He probably got a lot of information about us.
Hey, I tell you one, I don't know if he's heard about this or not, but it might be one he wants to study on. And if he's licensed over here, there was I think it's an Albanian native, but he's in the country legally. Had him a New York driver's license, a rental car out of Dothan, and he ended up in a pasture with a bunch of cows in the middle of Henry County, Alabama, after trying to run a fella off the road a couple of different times. I talked to an authority on that today, and he said his personality may have been just a little knocked back by something called methamphetamine. Is that right?
That's it.
Yeah.
That'll get you jacked up now. That amphetamines will get you rolling now, baby.
But look at here. This was a well-prepared New Yorker because he had some fentanyl in there, too, to bring him back down, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, he get enough of that, he'll come down quick enough.
You can't, look, we hear about this in big cities and places like this. Is Henry County, Alabama.
Albanian. Where's Albanian? Where'd he come from? Where's that close to, Marvin?
That's
Russia?
There near Russia somewhere.
That's
Eastern
just north
Europe
of Newton,
somewhere.
ain't it?
Where's
What'd you say?
the Queen?
I thought Albania was just north of Newton.
No, that's all
it
Albania.
is.
Albania. They well now Albania. No, they got an Albania in New York too.
Yeah.
Boykin, Georgia.
make
Look at that. And somebody, I think your mom and daddy said they were tuned in from the North Florida International Airport, Marvin.
Yeah, they were supposed to fly out to Houston today at 2:00, and all them spring breakers are down there, and the airport jammed up, and so they are leaving. They were they'll be leaving in about an hour, headed to Houston, Texas.
Good.
Wow.
Lord have mercy.
Mama's got a doctor's appointment in the morning at 7:00, if you will.
Good Lord.
Wow.
Lord have traveling mercy on them. Traveling mercy, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I wanted to share this before we get any further. This is because I didn't want it to take away from Floyd's list of impossibilities. But I had somebody send me this today. There's some good wisdom in this. Things I trust more than Joe Biden. A brownie from Snoop Dogg. Gas station sushi.
Yep.
Casey Anthony running a daycare. Flint, Michigan tap water. A marriage to Carol Baskin. That's the Tiger King woman. Cocktails with Bill Cosby.
Whew.
A barbecue with Jeffrey Dahmer. A road trip with Brian Landry. That's the one that killed that gal out there in the Teton National Forest.
That's
And the
right.
last one, things I trust more than Biden. Stock advice from Martha Stewart.
They did. You didn't step on none of my toes, Marvin, when you deal that.
I didn't
Yes,
want to
I
offend you, Floyd. I know how easy
I
it is.
know, no, man. You go wherever you want to go, baby. I'm on your side.
Oh, hey guys, I want to give a big shout out right here to one of our platinum sponsors, Totally Loaded Nutrition on the Square in Colquitt, Georgia, right there on the northwest corner of the square. You can go in, you can get the latest in health products, teas, milkshakes, not your normal milkshakes. These are health shakes, meal replacement shakes. The teas, they will give you energy. They've also got some teas that are filled with all kinds of vitamins and nutrients that will give you a boost for your immune system. But they also have something that will give you a boost if you need a pick me up, and that is some pure caffeinated coffee and espresso and cappuccinos. Totally Loaded Nutrition on the north part of the square in Colquitt. Go by and see them. You can't miss them right there on the square. Go in that door, go down that long hallway, and go to the counter, and you order you a tea or you order you a health shake, or if you just need some really jolting and rejuvenation, go in there and get you an espresso. Totally Loaded Nutrition on the square in Colquitt, Georgia. Guys, we're going to start our show off this evening a little bit differently. We have Floyd is actually going to do an interview like we did a few weeks back. And so Charlie and Queasel and myself will kind of back out and let Floyd take the wheel and talk to someone and give you some information about something going on in near our community.
Well, thank you, Marvin. I appreciate that. Appreciate that intro. I have some good friends down in Decatur County, Georgia, that have called me on the occasion or two to kind of expose what's going on in Decatur County with this primate breeding facility that sounds to me like that was kind of crammed down their throats. That they didn't have much input in the origination of this thing, and I was. A good friend of mine, Larry Funderburg and David Sandlin, I've been talking to them, and they asked me said, I want you to talk to a lady that's really helping us to try to diffuse this operation, to try to stop it before it ever comes into our community. And they are up against headwinds. They are up against some strong competition that sounds like the people that want to put this facility in Decatur County, and they're determined to do it. And apparently they got some kind of real sweetheart deal from the county commissioners or some department in Decatur County that made a decision that they thought about a 200-acre primate breeding facility that they breed monkeys. This is kind of a rendition of what it looks like here. That's to propose what it looks like. They thought that would be a great idea, but I'm going to call up a lady by the name of Miss Lisa De Silva. I'm going to call her and get her on the phone, and I'm going to let her tell her story to you. And they're planning to have a big meeting next on the 21st, next Thursday night at the Kerbo Center, but between 7 and 9 o'clock at the Kerbo Center in Bainbridge, Georgia, to expose what's going on down there. I'm going to call Miss De Silva and get her on the phone, and we'll get her. I told her to just tell her story, and that's what I want her to do, is just to tell the story about what's going on down there.
Hello.
Miss De Silva.
Yes.
This is Billy Kimbrell with the Dirt Road Sports, Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports. You're live on the Dirt Road Sports podcast, and I've kind of set the stage for you about what's going on down there in Decatur County with the primate breeding facility. And some people call it the monkey farm, which that's exactly what it sounds to me like it's going to be. But I'm going to turn it over to you, Mr. Silva and Miss Lisa De Silva from Decatur County, Georgia. I want you to just tell our viewing audiences out there what has transpired with the progress of this thing and how it was kind of pushed down y'all's throats, unaware. Y'all were unaware of that it was even happening. So, if you will, just introduce yourself and give us a little bit of background on what's going on down there.
Oh, thank you so much, and thanks to all the guys there and to the Dirt Road Sports Show for having us on and being allowed to tell our story, and what a story it is. So it's kind of a story of intrigue and greed and power, all cloaked in secrecy with deadly consequences, and that was my opener. So I know it sounds like fiction, but can't make this stuff up. So I just wanted to kind of let your listening audience know that I'll be recounting a bit of information, and I'll make distinctions between what I know to be fact and what becomes my opinion. So since we don't have a lot of time, there's a few main points that I want to cover. Why Bainbridge, the outrage of the citizens, the health and safety of the citizens, and the environmental impact, why this is not animal husbandry, and I think I hear feedback, so I shut my computer. So why this is not animal husbandry, and why did I want to come on your show? So in the beginning, last September, less than 7 months ago, the attempt to locate this monkey breeding farm in Decatur County, Georgia, was begun by Seville's Commercial Real Estate, and originally out of the UK, but I think this one might have been out of Missouri. And that's when sort of the race began. USA Today described the process as cloaked in secrecy, with the city and county officials having to sign NDAs, which is non-disclosure agreements, and not disclosing anything to the citizens for input until the agreement was voted upon and the deal was done. So they put in their tax bond abatements were submitted to the court for approval. Just to let you know how fast this was happening, on December 23rd, 2023, which was the last working day of the year, and the circuit judge approved it on January 2nd of 24, the very first day. So no one had any time to react to this. So originally, Seville's, the commercial real estate company, and they're worldwide, their original requirements were for this facility to be well away from population and not within 1 mile of any residence. But the fact is, where they're going to locate it is there are 200 homes within 1 mile, many of which are adjacent to the proposed facility. And the real kicker is that it's all inside the Bainbridge city limits. So that once the citizens understood what was happening, they were outraged, obviously. So immediately, some concerned citizens contacted PETA just as an avenue for help and guidance on how to fight back to stop this from coming to our town. And in a very short amount of time, our grassroots effort has grown to almost 7,000 members on Facebook. That's half the citizens in Bainbridge. And large numbers of citizens have been having regular meetings to organize. Their volunteers are dividing to conquer by forming very specific committees. We have legal teams, watchdog committees, research committees, PNR communication teams, and community outreach. And in addition to this, the last time I checked, which has been over a month, our story had been picked up by the Associated Press and has circulated in over 200 major newspapers worldwide, from Albany, Georgia to Sydney, Australia. Fox News, MSNBC, USA Today, The Mirror US, and CNN have all reported on it nationally. And of course, our local news are all over it. So basically, the whole world is watching to see what's going to happen. So the research committee is involved in tracking down all the open records pertaining to this monkey farm, and the records have been very revealing, to say the least. So my observation is that the majority of the citizens are voicing their opinion that our leadership sold us out. They knew this was going to be controversial because we found an email in the open records that alluded to that was sent to all the city and county officials from the city manager, and alluded to the fact they knew it was going to be controversial, but they were under NDA, so they didn't say anything, and they proceeded with it anyway. And then offered an unprecedented amount of benefits and tax abatements to SHM, which is an acronym for Safer Human Medicine, to build their facility here with no real guarantees of a return. So after the announcement, the public, the monkey facility was a done deal. The first regular meetings held by the city and county officials were all standing room only. The citizens were understandably angry. The very first meeting, after we all found out, was a city council meeting held at City Hall in mid-January, and many spoke out against this facility, but none for it. In my opinion, this is my opinion because I was there, the smugness shown by the officials was unnecessary and unfeeling toward their constituents. I left feeling very betrayed and helpless. I committed to join the movement to stop it, and here I am. So the next meeting was the very next week with the county commissioners. Their chairman, Pete Stevens, came out immediately letting everyone know they had made a mistake regarding the Open Meetings Act when they voted for this facility, and that everything they had voted on regarding the monkey facility was now null and void. There was a huge applause. Excuse me, the chairman then invited everyone that wanted to speak to feel free to do so and said that they were prepared to stay all night if that's what it took for the people to feel heard. The evening progressed with over 2 hours of statements from the people, some professional speakers talking about the impact on the people and the environment, some real estate agents and investors stating it was already affecting their business as clients were pulling out of deals, and many emotional pleas from the neighbors of the proposed facility asking why and begging for it to be stopped. And the county commissioners listened to us. To date, they are the only political agency that has given the people the respect they deserve. And after speaking to a few of them myself, they seemingly feel they were taken advantage of as well. They admitted that the responsibility lay squarely on them for voting on something they didn't have a lot of knowledge about beforehand, and for trusting their counterparts in the other agencies to be doing their job. I would like to think that they're on our side now and have reason to believe that they are. So I want to talk a little bit about the health and safety of the citizens and the environmental impact, which is probably what your listeners are most interested in.
Yeah, and if you will, go ahead and get to the point and get just cut to the chase and tell us what y'all want the community to do and how it's going to affect the community.
Well, if I can get through this part, I think it'll resonate with a lot of your audience. Okay,
that'd be fine. Carry on.
I wrote it just because I didn't want to forget anything, but I hear what you're saying, so I'll see how much I can skip over.
Okay.
So I spoke with Dr. Lisa Ingalls Jones yesterday, the primatologist who's worked with primates over 35 years. I told her we're having one of the worst mosquito outbreaks in years, that our trucks are already out spraying. In summary, her comments were that the monkeys coming to this facility initially to get it up and running will be coming from overseas and will be bringing a host of diseases with them that they can shed in several ways: urine, blood, feces, insects, but mainly mosquitoes. Some diseases are caught in mandatory quarantine, but even then, as admitted by the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, they cannot guarantee delivery of a pristinely healthy monkey to these breeders. They've never been able to guarantee that. So aside from the deadly Hep B virus that the monkeys are known to carry, it doesn't kill them, but it kills humans. They will bring malaria and dengue fever. Both can easily be transmittable from monkeys to humans by mosquitoes through the open air system of the proposed monkey facility. She is looking into what can be transmitted to livestock. So I'll have to get back with you on that.
That'll be fine. But tell us about the meeting that you've got scheduled that's coming up, and invite, if you will, the audience to come to the meeting that y'all are going to be having at the Kerbo Center next week. Okay,
so next week, on March 21st from 7 to 9 at the Kerbo Center Auditorium in Bainbridge, they're going to have a big town hall. It's a big auditorium. It'll hold a lot of people. We have professional speakers, all subject matter experts. Gordon Rogers with Flint River Keepers will be there. Dr. Lisa Jones Ingalls Jones, I always say that backwards. She will be there. She's the primate specialist. There's going to be investors and real estate people talking about how it's affecting their business. And there will also be people to talk about how this is not animal husbandry. This was told to us forced upon us as an animal husbandry facility. But these primates are anything but animal husbandry. They're intelligent creatures. They have thoughts, and they have thoughts about their thoughts. So they're emotional. They grieve. The way that they're being bred and separated and sent out is very tragic.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I tell you, the whole community, this whole area, this whole region is on y'all's side. And we certainly appreciate you sharing all of that with us. I tell you, it's a complicated issue, and we wish that that it would go away, but it's not going away. It's going to go away. It sounds like y'all got a fight on your hands. But if y'all want to continue with hearing more information, go down to the Kerbo Center next Thursday night at 7 o'clock. There's the program agenda right there, and give these people all the help that you can. Miss Lisa, I appreciate you being on tonight. You've been a great guest. I thank you for your time.
Well, thank you. We look.
Floyd, give us a little bit of information about Miss Ziggy B and what's going on at the seafood market.
Hey, man, I was in there today, man. I loaded up on me some of them steamed shrimp. Me and Nadine went in there. I went by there and told her, I said, I want you to fix me up a pound of them steamed shrimp, Miss Ziggy, just like you always do. I said, we're going to ride around town a little bit and see what's going on here in Cogwood, Georgia. Rode back over there and picked up my shrimp. We brought them on home, and as I was picking up my shrimp, there was a fellow in there that told me, he said, I done been over to Alabama to my daughter's place over there. She's got a pretty good sized farm with a big spring fed lake on it, and caught a bunch of shell crackers in there. And I just want to know if you and there they are right there. If you and Nadine wants some mess of them. I said, I sure do, man. He said, well, I got them right here already bagged up for you. Give me 8 of them, cleaned, scaled, and cleaned already. And these are cleaned, hand cleaned with a knife, not mutilated in a fish mutilator. So Ziggy B, just go to Ziggy, get you some of that elderberry syrup right there to make you feel better, make you feel good. Get you some of that stuff. Take you about a shot a day. Go by Ziggy B's right here in Cogwood, Georgia, West Main Street. You cannot go wrong.
Queasel, he's watching. He's on the air. Tell him about our lawyer extraordinaire.
Well, I will, but hold on just a minute. My wife told me to when we did the Ziggy Bees to tell everybody to go in there, Floyd. I want you to try it too. I don't know if you ever tried it, but she said we ate one tonight for the first time. She went up there and bought one of them guys. Now, man, you talk about something fit to eat.
Hold on, Queasel. Hold on.
I got right there when you got to the kill shot.
Hold on. You froze up. We couldn't hear what you said you ate.
Froze up again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Huh?
You froze up. We didn't hear what you ate.
I can hear you.
Yeah, we didn't hear what you ate.
We didn't hear you. What did you eat?
A crawfish pie.
Oh, yeah. Now
Yeah. I saw some of that in there. Yep.
Crawfish pie. We ate one of them tonight along with our salmon and shrimp, and I'm fit to tell you that thing is fit to eat. It's slap full of crawfish and cheese. Man, it's good.
Good Lord. What did you have to? What is it? Froze, and you had to thaw it out. He done got slammed off the track here with Shingler Law. We was advertising the lawyer, and he talking about eating.
Yeah, he's froze up again.
Let's talk about our lawman. Let's talk about our lawyer that we got on retainer. So we need to be talking about Billy Shingler. Watches us every Thursday night, and he goes to pretty high end fish fries. I think. Ain't you been over there to some of them high end fish fries in Seminole County, Queasel? Is Queasel with us? Has he left the building?
I have. I can't hear y'all. I don't know. Can y'all hear me?
Every now and then you freezing up.
You break it up on us, Queasel.
Anyway, I'm
doing the best I can do. I got this Joe Biden internet.
Billy Shingler Law out of Donaldsonville, Georgia, 229-524-1225. It's a one call, does it all. I don't care if it is speeding. I don't care if it's running a stop sign. I don't care if it's robbing a bank. I don't care if it's saying something on TV you ought not to say. I don't care what it is. If you need defending, Billy Shingler is your man in Donaldsonville, Georgia. 229-524-1225 is the magic number. He's licensed in all 57 states, 5 foreign countries, and 4 sunken islands, and can even practice law in the great state of Baker County, Georgia. Shingler Law, 229-524-1225. Give him a call.
He's
Charlie.
the man. He is the man.
The menu continues to grow, and the food is outstanding. It Outlaws Bussin' Barbecue up in Troy on corner of 3 Notch and US 231. We told you last week they've added more to the menu. They got ribeye steaks. They got New York strip steaks. They've got the best pulled pork you'll find anywhere. Ribs done just right, as well as chicken quarters and great sandwiches. What a menu to choose from. And I still stand by. He's got the best recipe for coleslaw you'll find anywhere. It's all good, whether it's the side dishes that go along with it, including some stew, baked beans. We talked about the coleslaw, and they've got macaroni cheese, anything you can imagine, all at one location. That's Outlaws Bussin' Barbecue. In addition to a location at 3 Notch and US 231 in Troy, you'll find them on Facebook, where they'll advertise specials of the day. Plus, they may advertise where the truck will be on the weekend. Good food, good folks to do business with. Outlaws Bussin' Barbecue, US 231 and 3 Notch, Troy, Alabama.
All right, guys, I've had several pictures sent in this week that we want to take a look at. Charlie, tell a little bit about this speckled perch, if you will.
Coach Al Griffin and Coach Ronnie Hicks went the other day. After all that big rain, after the water muddied up, they didn't catch that many, but what they caught, I would say, is quality. 1.9, that one weighed, up on Lake Eufaula earlier this week. Have you got the video where we can do that right quick?
Yep.
It all kind of works together. Sunday after church, after Marvin finally quit preaching, I was on my way back to the house, and I decided, well, I'll just run by the dam in Columbia and see what it looks like. And it was high. The water was on up there, guys. It was about 1.5 feet higher than it was back in February. The level at behind the dam at Columbia, when I took the video, was at 111 feet. 111, which normal full pool, the full pool is 102.5, and the 111 right at 112. It was putting some water out. Here's a little bit of research I did. You get what happened to the video, Marvin?
Now, when I play a video, you're talking, it mutes all of us. So I play the video first.
Okay. Any of y'all who have ever been over there, you know what it looks like when it's normal. I checked right at the time I took the video. The Corps of Engineers was putting out 97,000 cubic feet of water per second was coming down that river. Now, you say, how much is that? A cubic foot of water is 7.481 gallons, say 7.5. Multiply it out, that's 757,913 gallons of water per second that was moving down that waterway. Floyd, if you want to be a tough man and try to hold it back, a gallon of water weighs about 8.5, 8.75 pounds, somewhere along in there. That would be 6,459,260 pounds of water per second.
Pretty strong there.
That
Powerful.
pushed
Powerful.
a 18
Done all that.
horsepower.
Mhm. Good Lord done all of that. Ooh,
All right.
look at him.
Here's some Lake Seminole speckled perch caught by
Yeah.
Chris Johnson on Highway 27 in Colquitt. Done got them in the frying pan and cooked them. That was caught on Lake Seminole. I guess it may have been caught today. I'm not sure, but that was some fresh Lake Seminole speckled perch right there.
What do you do with that? What do you do with antifreeze up there side on his table there? What is that? Clorox? What is that? Bleach. What is he doing with bleach up there? He ain't cooking with bleach, is he? Oh.
Probably a bucket that he used to meal them in. But anyway.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, Clorox. Yeah, that makes sense. I got you now. Yeah, I understand.
The Sultan of Arlington, Mike Stewart, sent me these photographs. I want y'all to look what some beautiful, picturesque hunting dogs at work. I'm talking about some beautiful, beautiful animals in action, sent in by Mr. Mike Stewart from Arlington, Georgia. Man, it's just some beautiful. That is so pretty right there. Hard working dogs.
And you don't see too many of them anymore.
And being led by a hard working man, I reckon Mike Stewart's a hard working man.
He's running out of them bird dogs all day long, he is.
Yes, sir.
He keeps them fed every day and keeps them looking like that. He's working hard.
Here's a picture right here that was very unique. Hillary Clinton in 2013 said, "I would like to see people like Donald Trump run for office. They're honest and can't be bought."
Congratulations, you got your wish.
Yeah, Hillary. Everything you wish for.
Yeah.
And then here is this is came out this week. AOC realized that you can't tax people's daylight savings. Thought you might could tax daylight savings, and she found out this week that you couldn't do that. So
Have mercy.
She's a genius.
Have mercy. Man, what a mess.
Lord help us. All right, guys, it's time for Southern Hissy Fits Trivia Time here on Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show, brought to us by our good friends at Southern Hissy Fits on the southwest corner of the square in Colquitt, Georgia. All your embroidery, your T-shirts, your tumblers, your gifts, your candles, custom embroidery, whatever you need, you go to Southern Hissy Fits. Give them a call, 229-726-4825, or even better yet, stop in and see them. Drop off your merchandise that you want embroidered, or either have a look at the catalog and she can get whatever you need. Our winner tonight will receive compliments of Southern Hissy Fits, a Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show licensed car tag. 229-254-5060 is the number. I need you to the correct answer and your name to 229-254-5060. I want to know tonight the most. Let me word this correctly. Let me get my mind right. I don't have nothing to drink like Floyd, so I'm gonna have to. This song has been recorded by Bob Marley and Kanye West, and it is the most listened song of its genre. It has been around a long time and has been recorded by greats such as Bob Marley, Kanye West, Elvis Presley, multitudes of artists. And in its genre of music, it is the most listened to song of all time. What is the name of the song? I'll give you a hint. It was written in 1929.
Oh, that gives it away right there. That's too.
They're gonna light up. They're gonna light up the sidebar over there on that one.
Yeah.
Dean Schinger said "One Love." That's not it. Let's see what we got. Some more here. No, that ain't it. One Love.
One Heart.
I Can't Help Falling in Love with You. It ain't it.
Mhm.
See what else we got here. Don't Worry, Be Happy. I reckon no, that ain't it.
It's not He Stopped Loving Her Today, is it?
No, y'all gonna you everybody knows the song. All right, I'm gonna give you another hint. I'm in a good mood tonight, so I'm gonna give you Baby Got Back. Where do these folks come up with these answers, these songs from? I'm gonna give you another hint. I said this. It was the most listened to of the genre of all time. It was written in 1929. And it's been recorded by greats such as Bob Marley and Kanye West. And the genre of music is gospel. I got one here. Susie Stinson, Amazing Grace. That's close, but that's not the answer. Love Me Tender. That's not correct. It was written in 1929. 1929. And it is the most listened to gospel song of all time and has been recorded by Bob Marley and Kanye West and many other great artists throughout all genres of music. No, not How Great Thou Art. Not Jesus Loves Me. Not How Great Thou Art. 1929. I'm going to give you one more hint, and that's it. It was written by the great Albert E. Brumley. I'll Fly Away is the correct answer. I'll Fly Away is the correct answer. And it was sent in by none other than the mayor of Colquitt, Georgia, Preston Clenny. And then a very close second coming in there was Mr. Trey Bryan. I'll Fly Away. I'll Fly Away was it. I didn't know Kanye West had ever recorded it. But it is the most.
I didn't either. I didn't know. I didn't know he even knew that song. And Bob Marley could possibly have known it, but I had no idea Conway would have even known that song.
Yeah. Kanye West did it, and Bob Marley did it, and a host of others. It is the most requested, most popular gospel song in history, written in 1929 by Alfred E. Brumley, one of the great gospel songwriters. So there we have it tonight. All right. Let's see. I got to pay another bill here. Charlie, tell them about Sawega Meat Company.
Look, it's the best you'll find anywhere in this part of the country. Located on Highway 27 between Blakely and Colquitt, Georgia. They've got great ribeyes. They've got fantastic fillets. Go back and look at they got some bacon. They got sausage, whether it's patty sausage, link sausage, smoked sausage, whatever you want, they've got it. They got great meats, and they also have locally produced meat. Not all, but some of the meat is grown locally in our part of the country, and that's something you just can't put a value on that compared to where some of our meat we see in the stores may come from. Give them a try, whether it's 1, 2, or 3 steaks or a whole loin. Check them out. Sawega Meat Company, located on 27 between Colquitt, Blakely. Hey, they got some great food there, and they got the sauces and everything to go with it. Stop by and give them a try, and you'll enjoy that great steak or the bacon or the sausage or the pork chops. They wrap it up right for you, and they're good local folks doing business. Sawega Meat Company, 27 between Blakely and Colquitt, Georgia, about halfway.
Lloyd, tell them about our friends at Holster 9 and Phillips Auto Parts.
Yeah, right here in Colquitt, Georgia, right here on Highway 27, going right north out of Colquitt, Georgia, going south out of Colquitt, Georgia, heading down toward Bainbridge. You'll see it on the right-hand side where those 2 big American flags are flying. Right kind of people right there. And you know, I always say, close out with this statement, make sure you exercise your Second Amendment rights. Those people at the Holster 9 will give you the opportunity to do that. They'll give you the opportunity to defend yourself and your family in whatever situation that you're in. wherever you are and whatever situation you're in, you'll have the opportunity. You can go with a holster 9 and you can buy something that will help you defend your family and you and yourself. Go see them in there. They're good people. They got all kind of firearms, rifles, pistols, shotgun, every kind of ammunition that you can imagine. Holsters. They got all kind of firearm material in there that you need, that you want. If you're just a sports shooter, if you're a hunter, or whatever. If you just want to put something in your pocket and walk around with it, they got it at the holster 9. Go see them. And right next door is Phillips Auto Parts. Been in business for I don't know how many years. Right there on Highway 27 South, going out of Concord, Georgia. Just look them up. Just go by. If you can find you a parking place there, good luck, because there's people parked in there all the time buying stuff at the holster 9 at Phillips Auto Parts. Good people to do business with. Good local people, homegrown people, hometown people. Good folks. They'll treat you right. Holster 9 at Phillips Auto Parts.
Charlie Floyd, our attorney sent this picture in right here. It was taken just a few moments ago. I don't know if he was letting us know that we had done put the baby to sleep, or what the message was on that, but it was directly from our resident attorney, Mr. William Shingler, Esquire.
That's him. He's a good one, man. He's a good one. If you ever need him, that's the man to talk to right there.
Right.
What you talking about? Wow, wow, wow. Oh yeah. I'm gonna get before I gotta get the KWG in just a minute. We're gonna get him on the horn here in just a few minutes. I was trying to think. I wanted to see if we had any new information this week. I was kind of remiss and a little bit slow this week on news. I know that there's been a lot going on in the news. Haiti, Floyd and I had a conversation about this yesterday. Haiti is in shambles. It is being run. Floyd, what was the name of the guy that has basically taken over as the de facto head of Haiti?
His name is Barbecue.
Yeah.
Barbecue, and the reason he got his name, he chops his enemies up with machetes and sets them on fire in the street and burns them up, and or burns buildings down. And they also, of course, went to where the prisons were and released every prisoner in the country of Haiti down there, turned them out in the streets. But everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry, because I saw Anthony Blinken, Secretary of State, says they already done sent them about $100 million. They're going to send Barbecue about 33 more million down there so they could be a democracy. They hadn't been a democracy since the 1700s in Haiti. Haiti is a hellhole. It is a Shiite and Shinola hellhole is what it is. Donald Trump called it that, a Shiite hole, and they eviscerated him. But apparently that's what it is. I mean, when you see people bodies burning in the streets, and they got a big deal going on down there. They love to do this in Haiti while they're shooting off weapons and pillaging and burning the town down. They love to burn tires. They burn tires in the street. And do you know what the fine would be if some farmer hooked a burning tire to the back of his pickup truck and pulled it around in his pasture to burn the pasture off? What would that be, Marvin? How much would that fine be if they caught him?
$25,000.
Probably $25,000. Burn one tire, set your pasture on fire. But they burn them up by the truckloads down there. And I saw two stupid guys, because all of them are stupid down there. I saw two stupid guys. They were on a motorcycle, and one of them had a used tire that he was getting ready to set on fire, and it's in the street. But that's Haiti, yeah. And have no fear. They're coming here. Do not worry about that, because they're coming. And maybe Martha's Vineyard would be a great place for them.
That's good. Yeah.
Martha's Vineyard, but they won't go there. But they're gonna come to Florida. That's where they're coming. That's their point of destination right there.
Yeah. Hey guys, give a big shout out to our sponsor, KWG Plumbing LLC, Mr. Kenneth Wayne Garney. He is licensed in Alabama and Georgia. 229-220-6694 is the magic number to call. It is not 12-hour service any longer. He's so busy he can only guarantee 12-hour service at the present time. Whether it's new construction, existing buildings, industrial, commercial, residential, it doesn't matter. KWG Plumbing LLC, Kenneth Wayne Garney, he can get it all done with one call. And that's the number on your screen. If you're in Alabama or Georgia, go ahead and call him. Floyd, tell him his motto.
His motto is, if you ain't flowing, I'll get you going.
And we are glad to be joined right now on the phone by none other than Mr. Wayne Garney himself. Mr. Wayne, how are you? Missed you last week, brother. Good to have you back tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Man, I had some birthday duties last week. I had to be Mr. Nice, believe it or not.
Yeah, we heard. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
We wished your wife a happy birthday. I see here we got you with the Make America Great hat again and a table here with several catfish and some brim on it. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, sir. That was last week. We were able to go out to Chattahoochee River down there in Lake Seminole. We put in Lake Seminole Trails in and went up the river and was able to find some catfish in the deep holes and some shell cracker up in the sloughs, but they were slow. But right now, what I just want to warn all the boaters about is right now the rivers and the lakes and reservoirs are high and the currents are swift. So just be careful out there for floating debris and just be vigilant of surroundings when you're out there on the water, because it's kind of dangerous right now. If you don't have to be on the water, don't get out there, because average boater, you might tear something up or mess around and get sunk, and we don't want that. So just be careful if you do get out there.
Yeah, brother, I was able to show you the picture of your daughter there with the fish. That was a pretty nice catfish she caught.
Yeah, that was a 20-pound blue cat. That's
Wow.
one of our first ones since
20 pounds. Mercy.
20 pounds. Well, it was 19.6, but over here in Floyd Town, we call that 20 pounds.
That's as close to 20 as you want to get. So, brother,
Yeah,
what about any words of wisdom you might have for us today?
Yes, sir, man. I just want to say right off the bat, shout out to Dirt Road Sports and Charlie Platt. Y'all putting our name out there, man. We appreciate y'all right off the bat. I just can't give y'all enough thanks for that. Yes, sir. Words of wisdom. Love God. Pray for the red, white, and blue, man. Go fishing. Enjoy the great outdoors. Keep a smile on your face. Earn your keep. Nobody owes you nothing. Be self-reliant, self-providing. Be thankful in all situations. And give the glory to God, not yourself. Y'all have a good night.
Amen, brother. We'll see you next Thursday night. Have a good one.
Yes. Hey, thank y'all. Goodbye.
Man, that was a nice catfish. 20 pounds. That's
What had the fishing reverend ever had one on there that big?
Yeah, he had one that he had on here. It's supposedly 33 pounds or something like that. I can't remember.
33 ounces.
Yeah.
He put it in a small chest.
Ziggy B, we're glad you could join us. Hey, I'm gonna tell you like I tell them at church. I'd rather you be late than not come at all.
Amen.
And
That girl been busy. She's been selling seafood.
That's it.
the shrimp I got last week were phenomenal. They were just as good as you'll ever get anywhere. She does a great job.
Always.
We talk about you don't get nothing for something for nothing. Did you see where that idiot Bernie Sanders today, what he introduced in the Senate?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why he won't have a 32-hour work week, but pay him for 40.
That's right. Yeah.
And here's the thing about Bernie. Bernie Sanders, I don't know if y'all know, any of you people on Martha's Vineyard that may be listening in, or in Vermont that may be listening in for your senator. I'm going to tell you about your Senator Bernie Communist Sanders.
There you go.
He is so lazy and always has been so lazy in his life. He got thrown out of a hippie commune in the 60s because he was too lazy to work. Now, how do you be lazy enough to get thrown out of a hippie commune? He's never had a job that he produced anything in his life other than an elected official. That is one of the most inconsequential human beings on the planet is Bernie Sanders.
That's him.
He every breath he takes, every molecule of air that he inhales in his body, he's taking that away from somebody who could use it.
And is deserving to use it.
They're deserving to use it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's Bernie. Congratulations, Vermont. Y'all keep sending him back to the Senate year after year.
Oh,
That's what I think about. But how you gonna work 32 hours now and make the folks pay you for 40? Well, I reckon, that's socialism, man. It works good until you run out of somebody else's money. That's where we're headed. That's where we're headed with it. Marvin, your picture behind you, if I may give a shout out to the young lady that did that picture right there behind you. That's Donaldsonville, Georgia, downtown Donaldsonville, Georgia. That's the sun rising in the east, and that was taken by Miss Katie Matthews. She works at the Chamber of Commerce in Donaldsonville, Georgia. My wife hired her back in 2016 when she took over the Chamber of Commerce over there, and she is a great young lady. Got two beautiful little daughters, and she works there at the Chamber of Commerce. Her husband, he's a lineman. He works with phone and communications, and they also have a little truck farm that they truck farm on the side there. So ain't a lazy bone in her body, but she's got a great eye for photography. And Miss Katie Matthews, thank you for sharing that picture with us.
Hey guys, it's time right now for Floyd's List of Impossibilities, and we give honor to our sponsor of that segment in perpetuity and till Jesus comes back, Berry Hill Auctioneers. T.C. Berry Hill himself, a fine proprietor, a fine friend of Charlie Platt, the Dirt Road Sports Show. BerryHillAuctioneers.com. You want to find out more about where he's at and what he does. He's all over the planet. T.C. Berry Hill Auctioneers, our good friend and confidant and sponsor of Floyd's Lists of Impossibilities and more and more.
Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. We're pleased to have all y'all with us tonight. Y'all have y'all been faithful to us. We got a lot of good viewers out there. A lot of people from all over Southwest Georgia, Southeast Alabama, North Georgia, everywhere. We got them scattered out all over the country. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight. Get right on into the Floyd's List of Impossibilities. First one was impossibility that Joe Biden wrote one word of his State of the Union speech. Impossibility that the Secret Service has ever guarded anyone as crooked and drugged up as Hunter Biden. Have y'all ever seen anybody more doped up and more crooked than Hunter Biden and Joe? Joe. Here's one right here. Here's an impossibility that any sane person thinks Joe Biden has more intelligence than a stool sample. You know what you call that? You know what you call that? S for B, Shiite for brains. Just saying.
Woo. Hey, speaking of that, did I ever tell you a man gave me a bottle of unopened Shinola shoe polish?
Come on, who gave you that?
I don't want to tell you, but it came from a store in Miller County that it was still on a closed one years ago, and it had been on the counter there.
I know. That was it. I know. Yeah, that was it.
And what I do, I keep it with me in my truck, and when I come across somebody that ain't real smart, I just hold it up and let them.
Here's your sign. Here's the impossibility that Giza cotton sheets feel any better than South Georgia, South Alabama, or Mississippi cotton sheets.
Now wait a minute.
Y'all give me a test on that. Go ahead.
I think that's getting kind of personal between you and my pillow man. I know how much y'all love each other.
I'm gonna tell you about my pillow man. He's keeping Fox News in business. So now he spends some kind of advertising with Fox News.
You know how much they said the other day he owed Fox?
Ain't no telling.
$4 million.
Oh, he ain't paid up? Well, he needs to sell some more sheets. Yeah.
I can go ahead and tell you right now, if he owes them $4 million, he will never be on our big screen.
No, he won't be there. No Giza, man. But it's hard for me to understand. You know some of the shiniest, fluffiest, best cotton, quality grade cotton in the world right here. And see, he dropped his candy. See, if he had hooked on South Georgia, South Alabama, Mississippi, Texas, Oklahoma, Arizona, all the way out to California, all across the southern United States, grow cotton. Man, he could have sold some cotton sheets. He could have sold, but Giza, man, please. That's over between Saudi Arabia and Egypt. That's in there. That's right in there. Right in the Muslim enclave over there. Yeah, he ain't figured that out yet. Because he's in Minnesota or Wisconsin or somewhere. He ain't figured nothing out. Anyone, here's one right here, any possibility that anyone living on Martha's Vineyard has ever turned on a light by pulling a string.
That's a good one.
Have I reached out to some of y'all? Some of y'all are associated with that. Here's one, an impossibility that any rich, white, liberal Democrat will vacation in Haiti this summer. Here's another one, an impossibility that Joe Biden can keep living if his handlers keep pumping cocaine and amphetamines into him to keep him fiery and feisty.
Feisty.
I'm gonna read a couple. I'm gonna get back in and read y'all a couple of reruns here. It's an impossibility that Kamala Harris has ever said to a man, "Not tonight. I have a headache."
Woo!
Here's another one. Impossibility that Kamala said. Impossibility that Kamala Harris will say, "I've never done that before." An impossibility that Joe Biden can go 8 hours without having a bowel evacuation in his depends. I'm done.
Before we close on the weather and everything, the Haiti thing, I don't know how many people really realize what a voodooed up satanic bunch of folks reside down there in Haiti. Would I be correct in saying that, Marvin, the man of the cloth up there?
They're that's one of the voodoo capitals of the world.
Right. Let me tell you what, and Floyd put it real bluntly, this ain't just started. It was 1700s it was going on. I can tell you a story that I heard from one of the people that was on the airplane in the 1970 period, probably around 77, maybe 76 or 78. Lester Welch, one of the wrestling folks, was carrying a plane load of wrestlers, professional wrestlers, some big name folks, some big boys, over to Puerto Rico for a couple of days show over there. And they had a little problem with the motor on the plane, and oil pressure was dropping on the engine. So they had to make an emergency. They were loaded too. They had like 8 big professional wrestlers on a twin engine King Air. And they had to put down on a strip in Haiti. And when the folks came out there to greet them as they landed, they held machine guns up to each one of them's head and marched them into a little hut on the end of the runway that was probably about a 5 by 10 at the most. Here you got all these folks together at gunpoint, go in and lock them down. They found out the plane was going to be okay. Somebody came out and helped Lester with it. They loaded them back on that plane with barrels to their head, machine guns. These aren't folks that we need, the idiot that we've got in charge of this country, flying them in overnight to who knows where, but we're pretty close to the closest you'll find to Haiti, our little neck of the woods in southeastern United States. It's something to think about. We got a lot of things in this country we need to think about and think about very, very seriously from here on out, because there's danger every which way you look, and getting more dangerous every day. Now, let me apologize. Marvin told me it wasn't going to be but about an inch of rain, that rain that we had last weekend. Marvin was like all the rest of the meteorologists who were saying the same thing. They were wrong. anywhere from 3.5 over at Colquitt to 10 inches in some locations of southeast Alabama and southwest Georgia. We showed you the big water on the river a little bit earlier. We got more rain coming in this weekend, but I don't think we have anything to worry about. I actually had a tornado over here, guys, in Dale County during that weather ordeal last weekend, and we got a good chance of rain coming back in on actually tomorrow afternoon. You'll see a chance of rain, and look at these temperatures, folks. The folks, you just can't make this up. This is the Wiregrass area, 84 tomorrow, 35 on Monday morning.
Mhm.
49-degree difference.
49-degree difference. Now, the folks at Kelly Crop Insurance know that when you start seeing numbers like that kind of a spread, just worries the farmers even more. But we got a lot to deal with. Cool weather back next week. And, everybody said, well, I hope we're through with the cold weather, but always, before Easter, we're going to have a joke. Maybe that Monday morning is the joke. I don't know. But 61 on Tuesday, just whatever you like out of that weather forecast, nail it down and say, thank you. That's what I wanted. Whether it be rain, whether it be sunshine, 84 or 61 for a high. There's a lot going on with our weather. And we appreciate all of y'all watching us on Thursday nights. We enjoy knowing that there are folks that think the same way we do, like-minded folks. As we do the little bit of a disclaimer at the early part of the show, Marvin does. If you don't like conservatism and the truth, you need to be watching the Kardashians or something else. Anyway, thank y'all for watching. Pray for this nation. I have never been more concerned than I am right now, and I would be remiss if I did not mention that we lost a great statesman in this country, in this Wiregrass region, southeast Alabama. Congressman Terry Everett passed away earlier this week at the age of 87 years old.
Wow.
And if ever there were a man that went to Washington, D.C. and did the right thing, was honest, and didn't matter whose toes got stepped on if they were in the wrong. He loved this country. He loved this area. And Congressman Terry Everett's funeral will be this coming Saturday morning at 11 o'clock at Rehoboth Baptist Church. A fine American and a beautiful, sweet wife he had, Miss Barbara, and the rest of the family. You're in our thoughts and prayers. Floyd, it's yours.
Thank you, Charlie. Appreciate that. Just like to thank again our special guest tonight, Miss Lisa Da Silva, that came on talking to y'all, telling y'all about the struggles that they have in Decatur County with this primate farm that's coming down there. Y'all get informed about what's going on down there with that thing, because it can come to a city near you. And here's another thing: anything politicians will do anything, local, state, national, they'll do anything. And always be aware of what's going on around you politically. Stay abreast of what's happening, because anything like that can show up in your neighborhood, in your county, in your city, and it'll have a devastating effect on you. But I'd like to give her thanks, Mr. Da Silva. Appreciate you being on tonight, sharing your story with us. Great story, and I appreciate your time. Leaving y'all with this: exercise your Second Amendment rights always, everywhere you go. Exercise your Second Amendment rights. Be vigilant of your surroundings. Know where you are and know who's around you. And surround yourself with like-minded people at all times. And tonight, when you lay down and get in that good bed, cool bed with that air conditioner blowing on you, that fan blowing on you, on them good South Georgia, South Alabama, or Mississippi cotton sheets, you thank the good Lord up above for what he's done for you today. And you'll go to sleep, you'll still be thanking him. Good night, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
Guys, thank y'all. We love you. You know we appreciate you. Give a big shout out to all of our sponsors. You stop into their place, tell them thank you for being a part of Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. Tell them you heard about them right here on our show. It helps them and it helps us as well. We appreciate you very much, all of our sponsors. Guys, we love you. You know what I'm going to tell you? Sunday's coming. Go to church. Find a church of your choice and go to it and worship the Lord Jesus Christ. Our scripture this week says, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. Guys, we love y'all. We appreciate you. Lord willing, and the creek doesn't rise, you know what? We're going to be right back here next week. Same place, same time for more Charlie Platt and the Dirt Road Sports Show. But until then, no matter what you do, no matter where you go, always be particular.
Good night, y'all.